Do you remember recently when I was talking to you guys about the question that I've asked myself for so many years, or I used to ask myself, but now I'm more so like affirm to myself, why me? Why me? Why did I have to go through all that? Why do I have to not have the things that the other kids have? Why do I have to go through all this stress and grief and sadness and anxiety and all the things for so many years? Why me? And some of you may be asking that of yourselves right now. Some of you might wake up every day and ask yourselves that. But I want to really refocus you. I said that the other day, and I feel like I didn't spend enough time on it because something that was actually life changing for me, and it gave me a whole new view on, oh yeah, that's why me, and it's basically why you. Because what you're doing right now, the lessons that you're learning, and the mind shifts that you're making, and the cycles you're breaking are going to be your best tools moving forward to succeed in life, to help and encourage others, to motivate others, to put life into perspective. When big problems seem big, well, you've been through big problems. You've walked through them. You've dealt with them. You've overcome them. And now look at you. So that's what all of a sudden when I started thinking, why me? Oh, that's why. Because all of that happened so it could teach me how to talk to others about their troubles and how, what worked for me, and help them come up with their own plan and try to, give them some inspiration or motivation along the way. That's why you. That's why. So all of these things that you're asking yourself or telling yourself that are just horrible, and it's just, why this life for me? That's why. And if you start thinking about it in that way, that this is going to be so powerful for me as I go forward in life, it really sucks right now. It really sucks. It's hard. It's frustrating. I feel like my life is being controlled by other people. I have no say. I have no, all these things. I can't do what I want to do and go where I want to go. It's hard. It's frustrating. I get it, especially in your teenage years where it's just, you want to go out and explore and meet new people and do all the things and all of that. But you're going through it now to prepare you, and I know it's hard to see, right? Because we always talk about getting out of this space, like seeing the big picture, seeing more than what's just right here today. You got to really think of your story like it's already written out there, or the pages are already set for you. Now you just got to write in, what's your beginning going to be and what's the next chapter going to be. Well, the next chapter is going to depend on what you're doing right now, right? So that's you. And I said, I used King Von and his lyrics about, my life is like a book and I wrote it. That's you. That's what you're doing right now. And that's why you. That's why all this is happening. So really try to refocus your mind, because it helps. It helped me tremendously. Like, it totally changed my perspective. All that nonsense and that stress that I went through all those years is now my number one motivation, other than my family and providing a life for them, to do what I do, but most importantly, do it how I do it, right? If you've been there, like you guys are there, you understand a little bit differently, right, than those who haven't experienced it. That's just a fact, because you can associate feelings that are involved with things that other people are going through. You've been there, you've lived it, you've walked in those shoes. And sometimes when people say, oh, you don't understand, I've got that a lot over my life, over my career. And really it's a pretty powerful thing when you can look at the next person and say, actually, I really do understand. Not exactly, I haven't lived your life, but I'll tell you about mine, and we can talk about, how our stories are a little bit similar, and what I did to get out of it, or who I leaned on to help me through it, and things that I found helpful and motivational. So yeah, it was a major game changer for me. So all those years, why me, man? Why me? And I just got defeated, and then all of a sudden it clicked. That's why me. And now, oddly enough, I would never I would, if people ask me all the time, would you change how that went for you? I absolutely would not. It was horrible going through it. It really was. But I also didn't have the perspective, like I'm trying to share with you, that there's going to be an end to this. And not only will there be an end to this, there will be avenues where I can actually use this to help me, to help others, to help me be a better parent, husband, employee, community member, all those things, man. That would have helped me tremendously. So I'm trying to share that with you guys and get you ahead of the game, because game changer for sure. It would have ultimately, what would it have done for me? Hopefully a few of you said it. It would have broke a cycle. I was always in this cycle. Why me? Feeling bad for myself, just kind of focusing on all these terrible things that happened to me in the early years of my life. And then when I was able to see it differently, holy cow, I was almost proud now that I made it through, and now I can use all of it to help other people. So get ahead of the game. Start focusing your mind on that. This is why me, and this is going to end. Now, what am I going to do with it? Am I going to continue to feel sorry for myself and fall into old habits and bad behaviors and hang with people who are negative for me, or am I going to use all of that I've learned and all those feelings I overcame, and now I'm going to go kill it in life because I've been through bigger things and I've come out on top every time, and I'm going to help others do the same. So there it is. I hope you guys do it. I hope you do help other people do it. I hope in every situation you break that cycle, because we're cycle breakers. See ya.